Back to more of my conversation and a special guest. We have Melinda Bogart. She's an author in the studio today. Happens to be the wife of Michael Bogart, Dr. Michael Bogart, who was on the show earlier from Aspect Ministries. So I see you got a book here called Reunion today. So what you got going on with that?
Began writing it in 2008. So took many years to finally put it all together and then get it self-published. So now I'm just trying to get the word out about it and offer it to people.
Right on. Well, you know, I kind of assumed since you came in with your husband who knows a lot about the spiritual side of things that this book was about reunion, probably reuniting with God, but it's something different.
This book started with a sociological job that I had with the class I was taking.
Okay.
So I had my 30-year high school class reunion coming up, and so I used that as the situation I would go to and kind of observe various sociological situations and having to do with with their characters and with their beliefs, personal beliefs, things like that. And so then, you know, I wrote my paper, all that. And then sometime later I decided, you know, there are wonderful stories in this because this kind of situation brings so many different characters together. And so I just created a 3 reunion setting. So it's beginning at the 10-year and then the 20-year and then the 30-year.
Okay.
And then I created characters. They're not real people. I'm not picking on anybody, but they are characters we all recognize because we are some of those characters. And so we start with them coming together and as with the personalities that they have at 10 years out of high school. And then we follow them a little bit in between and then pick it up again at the 20-year reunion. Well, how did those ideologies that you had back then carry through with you? You know, how have your goals, what have you accomplished, and what truths have you found out, you know, things like that.
Did you go to your 10, 20, and 30-year reunion?
I enjoy them. And
Last week she went to her
40th.
40th.
It's okay, you can tell people.
We don't believe that here. No way.
She was 12 when she graduated.
That's right. She was smart.
Yeah, I clipped.
That's cool. What did you notice over the years as far as the people changing?
That was interesting because we were all we're pretty high pressure at the first one, you know, because man, I'll be an adult now.
What was that movie called Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion?
Yeah.
I invented Post-its.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of like phony stuff like that went on, right?
Yeah, sure, and including myself in that. So
okay.
You know, not picking on anybody. And then by the 20, I think we were. I don't know. I didn't notice too much difference. Maybe starting to become a little disappointed with goals that we thought we were going to be accomplishing by then. And then by 30, I think we were pretty relaxed. It was like, you know what? I've done a lot of living, and life is what it is. And then by the 40, it's
We're just glad to still be here.
No, that's the 50. No, it's like, you know, those things just aren't important, and I'm just enjoying my relationships and all that kind of thing. I think it gets more relaxed as you go along.
Are you local here in the Valley?
Yes, I was born and raised here.
What high school did you go to?
Hoover.
Okay.
Hoover High School. So
we were Bullard High School rivals then.
Oh,
the Battle
really?
of Barstow.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Lots of
You
good
were
stories to tell.
The blue guys.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of reflecting of those reunions for you and your friends too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you concentrate more on memories, would you say, or the future goals when you talk to people?
Memories usually at a reunion. Hey, remember when we did that, or remember those guys? Yeah.
Where did you go to school, Michael?
I graduated from Tempe High School in Tempe, Arizona.
Okay. So are some of your influences in her book?
Not really. This is her baby, honestly. I might have, she bounced some ideas off me, but otherwise it's all her.
Well, I think there's nothing more truthful than time.
Right.
And time plays out reality.
I'm kind of curious now. Do you happen to have your like alias as far as a character goes in the book that happens to be you?
Yes, actually. So people have asked, well, did you write about me? No, I didn't. But my character is in there in a vague way. It's a guy that's in there. One of the male characters.
Oh, okay.
So, and actually I kind of spread it out between he and his wife and their life and things that they did after
How long have you
high
been writing
school.
books then?
This is my first one.
Wow.
I have another one in process, and hope to get rolling on that one as well. Very different. It's a historical.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been
so-
thinking about it for a while, but finally you just kind of came around to it.
Yeah, I just kind of felt like writing a story. I like to tell stories.
Your
so-
husband writes books. Maybe he influenced you on that a little bit.
Maybe.
You think?
Very, very different in how we come at it. But
Different
yeah,
kind of book, yeah.
We do bounce ideas and things off.
How would you say it's different?
The way we understand things, or two different ends of the spectrum, which makes for
You know, you've heard
wonderful-
opposites attract.
Yeah.
That's
It's,
us.
it's a great,
That's definitely
great marriage.
us.
Oh, that's
I think it
cool.
opens you up to other points of view, very much so.
Right
so
on.
It's
So-
been good.
Do you find your goals like being achieved since you're going to reunions, talking about things to people?
I think what I find is your goals change as reality hits, and then maturity hopefully helps you realize what goals really are important. And
Right.
then those are the goals that you accomplish.
You kind of adapt to it because sometimes you think, oh, this is going to be great, the be all end all, but it's not. Then you adjust when things don't always happen the way you think, right?
Yeah. No,
This is
for
fascinating. I can't wait
sure.
to try it and see what it's all about and read it. How long do you think it will take to read that thing? How many pages is it?
That was the other thing is I'm not a, I love to talk, but I don't have a lot of words. I don't need to say something 3 and 4 times. So it's an easy read, maybe 3-hour read.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's it.
so
Okay.
that's good. It's like a weekend book.
Where can we get it?
You can get it through aspectministries.com and contact Melinda Bogart through the email there, and then I would
Yeah.
send it to you.
Info at aspectministries.com, and
Yeah.
just say you want reunion, and we'll get you one. How much does it cost?
It's $12, and that includes shipping and handling.
Not a bad deal. Can't wait to read it. So thank you, Melinda, for
Thank
stopping
you.
on by with your
Thank
husband,
you.
Michael.
Thank you.
She's an author. She's local. She's awesome. We'll be back with more of my conversation right after this. Stick around.